playing some Stationeers. Well, let's see here. What do we feel like doing today? Could take it somewhat easy and play on Mars, the moon, bump it up a little bit and go for Europa, where we're racing against freezing to death. Or we can go super hot and barbecuey. Since this is my first recording posted with an asterisk, I tried doing a posting beforehand, and unfortunately the audio got a little messed up, so ended up having to pull it. Oh well, it's just the way it goes, I suppose. So we're just gonna do a kind of middle of the road start. What do we want to call it? We'll call this Snipers Plays Europa Season 1. I'm hoping for maybe a few more videos or something like that eventually. So, kind of torn. By no means am I a professional gamer or anything like that. Just doing this for fun. We'll do a little bit of challenge, I suppose. We'll start with a little less stuff. Orbiting Jupiter, get snowstorms. The temperature really cold, super cold. Stops the batteries and makes life difficult. So we're just starting with the bare minimums to get things going. So here we go. Shirt. Sitting on my shirt. It's a little difficult. Right. UI things kind of taken care of here. Kind of keep an eye on things. Oh, we'll put the mining belt on first. Jump out of my seat. We're sitting on a hill. Interesting. Yes, I know there are shortcuts and hotkeys and that sort of business. Yeah. Oh well. Excuse me. Ooh, that's a great way to leave an impression. Start off your first recording with a good old sneeze. Alright, so the sun comes up this way and goes that way, so that's kind of good to know. While there's still some light left, I'm going to grab some basic resources. Definitely need some iron, copper, silicon, gold. Kind of get some of the basics going. Now, I do intend to probably, I don't know, it depends on feedback I get, but I may end up just kind of thinking about leaving out some of the mining in this game. Just do a little snap back to base building, doing stuff outside, or whatever, whatever the case is. Just because if you are at all familiar with this game tangentially, just mining is, it's a little brutal. So, yeah. But I figure for the first few days, I'll probably, record some of the mining just because, oh wow, we are, it's go time, kind of thing. So turning off my, ooh, got some lead there. I saw some silverback earlier, which is going to be useful. Anywho, especially for these first few days, getting things going, it's going to be pretty impactful. So the choices I make, the things I do, holes over here. Oh, this is a interesting spot. Tell you what, I don't want to get too far away because sunlight. Wow. Okay. Are we just not gonna give me gold around here? Now, I'm not trying to tear up the ground too much around here because I kind of want to keep this area pretty. I mean, it's a nice little starting area. I don't want to ruin the landscape with tons of hollowed out craters from me digging to survive. Is that gold or is that silver? That is gold. Alright. I think at least this is bare minimum.
Light on.
I turned off my flashlight temporarily to save some power. Because, like I said, the extreme cold, it does tend to sap the batteries pretty quick. Yeah. Let me fix something up here really quick. I'm going to shrink my head a little bit that you see on the screen. It might look a little funky, but I figure you guys might want to see in the lower right there as far as, not saying what the bug, but what am I dealing with outside kind of thing. Alright, that's definitely enough gold for the moment. I mean, I could totally get more. I have to be out of view of my base. So, trying not to, like I said, stir up this beautiful landscape too much here.
Jetpack on.
This up top. Okay, at least I can see there. Whee! Away. And it's starting to get dark out. And it is dark out. Yeah, fun times. Alright, I need to find my cargo box. It had my starting stuff inside. It was kind of around. Did I pick it up and move? Yes, I did move a little closer. And we said, look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah, that is just beautiful. One thing I got right in this game is, Well, it can be a bit complex and kind of a steep learning curve for this game. They sure do know how to make it look pretty. I think I'm going to put solar panels up here. I'm going to kind of offset this just a little bit. Yep, good. And just because I don't want to walk around forever, I think I have a little bit more room now. Probably things I won't really use that much, but whatever. Eh. Gonna bring this box a little bit closer. 75% power left. Alright, don't want to bring this too close because the wind from the air being back a bit once I start here if they give you a solar panel or do a Alright, there we go. And let's see here. Okay, production, power. Of course, I could have read that a little bit more, but that's okay. Let's start popping this all out. Deep, deep, deep. Alright. We'll have power coming in this way. We'll stick that here for a moment. We'll just have this kind of automatically poop everything out to my auto lathe when things are done being built. Yeah. Yikes. Okay, so they do give you a wind turbine. Whoa! What is that? Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Hey, that was not cool. Not cool, yo. What? Okay. Weird.
Jetpack on.
Makes sense. Things are totally floating around. Yep. We're just going by fine physics here. Kind of wasting my jetpack, but oh well. We'll eventually put more either panels or wind turbines down, so that's why I'm using that particular piece. Alright. Eventually do that. Alright, crack this bad boy open. Now, yep, it is charging, so what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to throw a larger capacity battery in here because it will take longer for that to die off, and I need that longer lasting battery. Alright, what do we got? We got an active vent. Yeah, we'll put that there for now. All right, now we got some sheets. I am gonna need more, so let's just get some printing for now. Walls. We'll need plenty of those. Excuse me. My finger there. Little distractions. I think I'm gonna need all these walls. So I will definitely find a use for them anyways. Get a stack of
Power low.
Well, there's my lady. Do some sheets. I'm gonna print these up facing the inside because eventually I will upgrade the walls and such to the steel counterpart. Not for any real functional reasons, but more of aesthetic. Yeah, the walls and that. That will be enough. Oh, I think I need more than that. Do these two more.
Power critical.
Uh-oh. Let's seal battery from my tools. There we go. Frame. Door. That should be enough. That for the moment. There we go. I'm going to need more walls. 3 walls at least. Oops, heard one extra. Oh well. I'm sure I'll find a use for that, like this. Yep. Is that enough? I think. All right. Doors. Oh.
Power low.
Yeah, alright. Sheesh. Just nagging me about power. We're just going to use manual hatches for the moment. Alright, I'm going to need, a few more. I'll count after. Or I'll count now. So 3 more sheets. Ah! There we go. That's, at least now we got some in here. I am going to use kind of a little...
Power critical.
I'd say cheeky... I don't know. some people call it exploity. Well, before I do that though, let's pop the battery in before lights turn off and I start to freeze. But yeah, some people will call it kind of cheaty / cheeky or whatever. But what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna throw in a few pipes, and we're gonna intentionally overpressurize them. We're gonna suck this atmosphere that's in here into these few little pipes. Okay, we're positive charging. You know what? I'm gonna probably a little overzealous, probably a bit too
Jetpack on.
old here, but
Power low.
okay. Alright, we're gonna set the atmosphere into here, which it'll bring this to 50 megapascals. Also, the extreme control.
Jetpack on.
Also forgot it's gonna cause these other ones to get damaged. Try to force all that pressure. Yep, there we go. Whammo. Whee! Get pushed down.
Jetpack on.
And now I got myself kind of a cheap vent without having to make a, oh gosh, what do you call it? You don't have to make a hydraulic pipe bender. I am going to throw these batteries on here, but there's some chance that maybe they might friggin' charge, which, you know, let's turn this off for a second here, because we got the sun coming back
Jetpack
up.
on.
We're not getting much power on, but if I were to, don't move.
Jetpack on. Power critical.
Alright, that'll give me a little bit. There's a battery in here. Ooh.
Jetpack
That
on.
go to 0. Alright, it's not perfect, but it gives me a little something. We're gonna do a little more sheets, because we need that for the furnace. You are the one and only left. Alright. Let's pick that. Oh. There we go. My OCD kicking in. And got my thirsty light kicking on. Hooray. And put my pill there. Why aren't we charging? We are. Just really, really, really slow. Well. That's groovy. Well, I mean, I can sit here for a little bit, or... Hey, we got some gold in there. You got gold and... Okay. We are going positive, so, I mean, I could do a couple here. Need at least 2... What do I need for that? Electronic printer. So I actually need more iron. Because power is going to be the biggest problem right now. more than anything else. Probably could have held off, should have held off with the
Power low.
doing the furnace there. Oh, which reminds me, actually, I have to throw down, because if I'm going to be building another device, I am going to need silicon. That should be enough. So I'll need the plastic sheets for that. Alright, electronics printer, go. I'm going to shut this off, see if it forces any power and all power to get shunted into there. Yeah, 'cause we're blinking red, blue, which means we're losing power. This might be a short run, guys. If I run out of power. Oh boy. Oh. I'll shut that off for the moment. Oh boy. Might have made a mistake. Alright, let's bring this battery up here for now. Alright, that's a dead battery. I'm just going to put that out for now. Let's see, what do we got? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh no, I left that on. Oh. Shit. That's what was draining my power.
Power critical.
Oh boy. Just set that there for now. How much do I have? We have 51. Alright, so I'll need a couple sheets. Do you have a couple sheets already? Alright. I know, watching paint dry. Uh-oh. Yay! Alright, turn that off for a second, although I'm going to need a couple of sheets. Oh, wait. I should probably pick that up, because what's going to happen is everything's going to fall into there. In its invisible hole. There we go. Now I can put this down.
Power low.
Yes, I know, lady. Power is low. Oh, I may not have... Do I have enough cables? Ooh-wee. Oh, man. Alright. Okay, we're going up in power a little bit. Not really much. I don't think I have enough for a wind turbine, do I? Nope. I need more gold. We're gonna need to turn that on. Oh, we're going positive. That's good. That's very good. Yep. See it kind of staggering a little bit there. And there goes another day already wasted. Didn't even go outside once. Okay, that's good for this moment. This first turbine going. We need at least 5 gold. Oh man. This is brutal. play a game of trade the battery. Okay, where are we at? 3%? Yeah, we're gonna throw that in. It's gonna drain quickly, but if I can at least get one more battery in for a cycle, we stand a chance.
Hydration critical.
Just need you to make it, please. All right. Oh, I don't have enough for cable. All right. Well, that's okay.
Jetpack on.
All right. We just need more wind to start up. Oh, that's nice. Just hangs, halfway off. Yay! 2 wind turbines. Still not going to be doing much for me, but
Jetpack on.
Oh man, my main battery's dying. Oh boy. Alright. Hey, going up a little bit. Alright, let's turn this on. I'm gonna drop this in here for the moment. Alright. So I'm gonna turn off my light. And we can stare at blinking lights for a few minutes here. Oh yeah. That's right. Staring at blinking lights. At least, yeah, I mean, it is hot in here, 436 degrees Celsius. The reason why the heat was because all the manufacturing going on when I introduced gas from the welding torch when I welded up the electronics to the printer, and then also the arc furnace here expels gas from everything you smelt. Oh boy, this is just not going really well here. Hey, going up a little bit. I'm going up one notch. Come on, wind, pick out. Just need a little bit of wind, please. Now the large cell battery here has obviously a larger capacity than these guys. Hey, we're not blinking anymore on those ones. That's a good sign. Wave, turning orange. And probably gonna do something really dumb. Some people say it's exploity as well, but I don't know. Eat and drink in a vacuum. I did not make any rules for myself necessarily in this run, so if you don't like it, do your own game. So I'm already starting to get tired of seeing blinky stuff on my screen. I already got enough blinky stuff going on. Yeah, I know this is the most entertaining part here, but hey, this is what survival is. Yeah. Now, I don't want to intake any yucky gas that's super hot, so at least that. I can throw in my rebreathing gas. gonna open the helmet.
Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
And take a little drink.
Cognition
I'm getting a
low.
little dizzy. Close that up. We'll kind of toss these on the ground for now, because actually I'm going to put these in here. Blink, 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 blink. Hey, you might be hearing one of my dogs barking. So I actually will step away for just a moment. But in the magic of YouTube, you will not notice the difference. So I will be right back. And I am back. Sorry about that. Oh, had the puppers barking at something. I think it was a mailman. 'Tis a bit late for him. Usually they're here around, I'd say around noon to 2 o'clock my time, but it is rolled around 4 o'clock my time right now. I think our regular is taking a little vacation, which, you know, everybody deserves one. Alright, so what do I still have here? I have my furnace. I did take out those 2 sheets. Alright, sun is... God, we're probably about... Oh, man, I'd say 3/5 through the night. Judging from the reflection you can see off of Jupiter. Looks like we're getting a little bit of wind because it didn't take as long to stop blinking. So as you can see now, my batteries aren't dying as fast. They already got a different shade there. I just realized my camera is a little off center, so we're gonna move that a little bit more. I don't know. Something's wrong with my camera. Ruh-roh. We'll do that. Well, probably some things I probably should have checked before I started doing my recording. Nobody's perfect, so we're gonna move this over again. There we go. We'll eventually get this all right. I may not record my mug very often. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna take that out. Sorry, guys. Not gonna see my face for a while. Hey, now you can see my pink-haired lady instead. We'll eventually get that all figured out. Getting turned around in here. I know, this is really entertaining right now. I'm kind of sitting here, excuse me, watching batteries recharge. Hopefully the audio quality is a lot better this time around. At least when I was doing playback on my test recordings here, it seemed like I was in better shape. So there is hope. Just depends on how YouTube decides to handle the video processing here.
Light on.
You know what? I'm gonna pop these over here. I don't lose them because it seems like they're wanting to roll around a little bit. Just do a little swapperoo again. This one's at 30%. I mean, I can maybe get away with going outside for a few moments. I don't know. Let's do this. What do I have in here? 5 gold, 21 iron. You need more copper, which I think I have gold in there. Am I brave enough to start smelting again? Yeah. I do need power desperately. That's the... Okay, we're still charging. Won't be as fast anymore because, yeah, a lot of power is going into this here. While that's going on, let's take a look here. Electronics. We're gonna say power storage. Huh. Wonder where they... Oh, structure kits. That's what... You know, I could just type it in and be faster. Oh, that's the large one. Yeah, we're gonna have to type it in. I'm not sure. I must have missed it. Wind turbine. Technically, it's upright wind turbine. Iron, gold, copper. Okay. 10, 10, and 5. Alright. Chop that block a chunk in half there. I have enough I can actually start building another. This is a little push my luck here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Although the sun is out, so we are getting a little benefit from that. Alright, there you go. Stop whining at me, lady. Alright, we are trending downwards for power, so let me see if I can squeeze out a little bit more.
Jetpack on.
There. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm out of cables, that's why. Yeah, we're generating 131. Oops. Okay. Give me a little bit more up front. We'll need to adjust that in a minute.
Jetpack on.
Jetpack over and over to get in and out. That's not going to be optimal. Okay, got one. What was I process? You know what? Let's just do that. I'm running back and forth like my head cut off. I need people. Do enough for. Okay. Okay, that's 12. What do we have in here? 6. Okay, that's good. We'll turn off one more. Oh. Man. Good, good.
Jetpack on.
Out of the most optimal spot. But oh, I think it's taking a penalty from the wind turbine there.
Jetpack on.
I'm gonna need stairs or something. That's frustrating. Alright, that hopefully gets me enough. Yeah, that's more than enough. Here, oh, blue batteries. Yay! Put that weaker one in there. Okay. That gets me, oh, that gives me a little bit more. Alright. I am in another pickle though, because it looks like I'm going to need, looks like down here my oxygen tank is starting to run, it's half consumed. Which isn't great. And there goes the, I'm going to shut that off for the moment. There's no wind outside, so we are not making any power. My only concern here is I don't know if I have enough cables, which I do have enough to make some more, which is good. And we are still losing power. Now it's going to get to the point here anyway soon that I probably won't even, I'll probably still throw down a few solar panels for kind of, kind of an auxiliary power type of thing. But the unfortunate is on this planet, it's just not planet, this moon. I mean, you can call it a planet if you want, but it is a moon technically. It's Europa. Alright. Playing this little
Light on.
I don't have any. Okay, we are counting upwards. I do have a spare battery. So go ahead and go outside.
Jetpack on.
I do need to put it back in here to use the drill. We'll go ahead and take that down. It's really going to be doing much for us.
Light on.
It's a little tacky to have it half hanging out, but do what you gotta do. And it doesn't actually won't let you do it. Okay. I am gonna move that. No. Time is precious. Or wasting or something. Time is precious. There. Now, with these wind turbines,
Jetpack on.
when the wind does start to pick up for like storms, these thin little cables aren't gonna do the trick. Oh, I wonder because that was half power. I don't know if I was actually getting the gases from that. I don't know. That's
Power low.
oh, stop it, lady. Getting that. I ain't too bad. Alright. There we go. Excuse me. Okay. Throw that one in there. Hey, we're doing better here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think the gas is coming in here because, yeah, well, I just saw it tick up. Yep. 5 kilopascals. Yeah, so it is. I know there's kind of like a little exploit-ish thing if you build this half into a wall and half outside. Where those little pipe thingies are is actually where the gas is created. It will dump that out.
Light on.
Which, you know, it kind of makes sense. Right.
Light on.
Turn this on for just a moment. Only have one silicon, one gold. I'm sorry, not gold. Iron. Alright, so I do need to throw in some gold. At least get 2 chunks there. Then that. Probably pipe bender. So yeah, 10 copper. It's like watching paint dry right here. Yeah. Barely hanging on to the power there. Barely keeping up, but it is keeping up. That's swell. Alright. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep processing that. We'll need that. Oh, yeah. Awesome. We are counting up. Even despite using all this, means there's probably a little bit of wind going on. Well, obviously. Throw that in here. I'll just kind of keep rotating that battery back and forth. Yes. Yay, not as dying as fast. Could put a grinder, but oh, well. Oh, look at that. That's such a nice sight. Throw that in here. Flip those around. Oh, no. Nah, but it had to happen eventually. It's alright. Oh my god. I need more cables, I think. Oh, space these out properly later. What I'm doing here is I'm building that pipe bender. Yeah, pipe bender. Now the downside is that the ice crusher does take a large amount of power, along with its pressure regulator that I need to fill up canisters.
Power low.
All right, lady. All right, so now I need. Oh, I got 2 sheets that I was going to use for my. It's not sufficient to use this for the cable, electronic printing. It uses less energy. So yeah, that was what I was talking about there. You saw the sheet falling right into that electronic printer there. If that happened while in the unbuilt state, I would not be able to retrieve those set sheets. So, yeah. Not it. Wait. Oh, okay. Maybe I just imagined it. Oh well. Oh. Ooh. Alright. Finish that half piece off. So I will need more cable than that. Now the only problem with this machine is having enough iron. I definitely don't have enough iron. Okay. Well, let's finish building that off. Could be daylight soon. Nah, can't tell right now. I don't have any more in here. Nothing else in here. Toss that. Ah. Cable falls in there. Oh, I do have enough pressure. Nice. Regulator? Nope, I don't.
Power low.
Okay. Alright, A3. Throw that down. Need one for this. I think over here will be fine. It's only temporary. Until it's... You know what? I can put this in here for now. I don't really have enough. Well, I do have enough atmosphere in here to actually do something. So I'm gonna bring some in. don't know why. Well, let's just get this all out here. Just suck up all that yuckies. Have a plan later. We'll put the furnace in here for now. I don't want to keep it outside, but
Power critical.
different. That's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little swap-through here. Put in the big battery. I think.
Jetpack on.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, we're about to have life. Yeah. Right, little Bushi coming in. So yeah, I'm in a little everything again. Do stuff over here, but again, I'm trying not to mine like at the immediate vicinity of my little outpost here. I want to keep things looking pretty. And there's the sun coming outside of here. Now, if I get desperate, if it's life or death, I mean, yes, I will go ahead and mine things. But still in my view. What if I were could go over there? Yeah, I can have Amy do all the work for me. A little robot that cooks. Look at this guy. Jump, jump, jump. All right, there we go. Look at that. Can't see my face. That's alright. Mine all on this side. We can destroy all these. Uh-oh. Did I? Need lots of iron. Both there.
Light on.
Precious. Oh. Ah. Okay, you know what? Maybe.
Jetpack on. Jetpack on.
So the thing with the oxide here is it is some of it is oxygen, but there's also a nitrogen component. And presently my suit can only filter my expelled gas, which in this game is CO2. Now granted, on Earth we do breathe a oxygen
Jetpack on.
Nitrogen mix.
Jetpack
To
on.
the game. Take puffs of oxygen. I don't want to face too much of seen from my base. I think we're still okay there. I do need some copper though. More power. Not quite visible over here, so might be able to get away with. Oh, there's my base. I still might be able to get away with facing some of this ground. I don't want to stay out too late because I will lose track. My sense of direction in this game isn't that. Ooh, water. Ah!
Light on.
A little orange dot, that's my lander. There I go again.
Hydration critical.
Yeah. Alright. You know what? I am going to let this cold air in because I am going to be firing up a furnace in here, and I don't want this stuff melting on me. The volatiles. It just makes it kind of a pain in the butt to get that all vented out. I think I had, yeah, I did add one piece too many in there. That's okay. Alright. We're just gonna smelt these puppies. I'm gonna go ahead and make steel since we are hot enough for that. Alright. We're gonna throw that in. Alright, and with that, hear that little alarm, that means it's been about an hour, so I'm about to cut it short here. Just go ahead and deposit these guys in here. I'm going to toss the steel in there for the moment. And what we'll do is we'll pick this up a little bit later, I think. I'm going to cut these in a little bit smaller sections, about an hour each. That way YouTube doesn't go nuts on me. So that being said, thank you for taking your time watching this. Shoot me a like or subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I will be sure to put up more in the very near future. Till next time, everybody, see ya.